Hello. Welcome back to Sitting Behind a Desk. This is Justin M. Alvarez. This is the third installment. It's just a lot of things to cover. Just trying not to get killed by the people that are trying to kill me. Okay. Anyway, so there's a lot to cover here. To a quick overview, then I'm going to go into each of these things. It's raining out. It's a little wet, so apologies if the sound is a little off. This is what a cup of coffee looks like. There you go. I want to thank everybody for watching the stuff so far. It's a very bad situation. There are definitely people in power, creative people in power in the government even, who are aware of my situation, and they're literally just trying to steal my materials, and then they're trying to, if they can't kill me, they're trying to make it so I wish that I was dead. So that's basically the situation that I'm dealing with. So and it's terrible. I mean, it's just like, let's just get this over with already. Let's do it. So anyway, I'm going to do a quick overview. This is basically what I've accomplished so far, and then I'm going to go into things that I'm trying to still accomplish, things to do if you want to not be a part of a human sacrifice type situation, which I find myself in. Yeah, I mean, like, it's like, that's not cool. It's literally like a human sacrifice type scenario situation that I'm in. So anyway, okay, so here we go. I saw heard a little bit of the Oscars. It's the Jimmy Kimmel bit, and he said something about something, if you know what I mean. Boom. Yeah, I love that. It's one of my favorite quotes. Okay, anyway, all right. So what we're going to do here is, there's people that are sending me information. It's terrible. They're literally using it's some type of, it's a terrible situation that I'm in. And it's absolutely 110% terrible. They're not emailing me. Anyway, so Miss Alexandria Fine, Congressperson of New York, has several images. I'm looking at one of them right now. Anyway, so in my Sitting Behind a Desk, I'm looking at it, so let me make sure this is going up here. Thanks for bearing with me here. I'm just kind of like, this is a very impromptu thing. I have some notes, but some stuff that I just got to get up there. And they're they're monitoring what do we do with this guy? We were making superhero movies about him, and we're stealing his content. We're trying to get him killed. Or we're trying to do bad things to him because we don't want him to be successful, which is a crime. Anyway, so in Sitting Behind a Desk, I said 2525, meaning Greek, Hebrew, it means love, and you can look that up. Okay, so anyway, all right, and then in my first secret book of poetry reading from, I think, Melissa Villaseñor is Retarded, I mentioned 1 Timothy 2:12. All right, so, and then there's my birthday numbers and the Spider-Man matched image that was matched from, you can look at this on my profile image. It's one of the top images of the Spider-Man 2007 matched an image from my Beverly Hills Playhouse short film that I did. Ted Tell Me More, serious news report for the Beverly Hills Playhouse. Okay, they've matched several images. Spider-Man has matched several images of my photographs or short films that I've done. They've done that. It's provable. And we could just get one of those people to admit it. They're not going to admit it. They want to keep stealing my work. Anyway, so Miss Alexandria, A.O.C., there's several images that she did, and of course she's either trying to do something positive or negative, and if it's negative, that's terrible. She's supposed to be a public servant for the United States of America, which clearly this isn't. So it's just like, and if it's something that's supposed to be, I don't quite understand. I was seeing things that she was doing before, and it's probably people in New York that are stealing my stuff, right? It's like, what are you guys copying my stuff for that I was doing at the Beverly Hills Playhouse? Everybody was actors. Yeah, I mean, it's like, why would you do that? It's because you just want to steal my stuff. Hold on. Anyway, so some of those women are very confused, and I'm trying to look at the screen. Anyway, so just if you're following along here, there's I posted one of the images, A.O.C. up to McCarthy whether he wants to approach. And there's some stuff in there. There's a matched image from This Is Dedicated to You. There's a headshot that I have that has a red light behind me, and I'm turned slightly to the angle, and of course they're hiding things in the images. Let me just mention Kindergarten Cop here for a second, because there's a kid that says something in the movie. I'm not going to mention it out loud because they're going to try to get me in trouble for it. But there's a kid that says something in the movie, Kindergarten Cop. Anyway, so and I just mentioned that so I can kind of clear that air right there. they do things to the images they think that I'm doing. They're trying to accuse me of it. I don't do that. I write with my skill and a pen and a piece of paper, and they're trying to do something. They're based off of a carnal mentality, and they're not operating with spiritual principles, and what they're doing is very carnal, and it's like it's kindergarten mentality what they're doing, and it's like it's ill intent. They're stealing, and it's like carnal based, not spiritual principles. They're not making their own creations. They're stealing from somebody who is, and then they're trying to like humiliate that person. It's godless. Anyway, or prove me wrong. Anybody can prove me wrong, but they think that they're doing it anyway. So thanks for bearing with me here. So the 12:12, if you look down at the poem, I wrote a poem. I'm an author. I wrote a poem. I was inspired. I wrote a comical poem. This is dedicated to you, where I was basically like, what was the most funniest thing that I could say? And I touched base on this in another video called title placeholder comment, where I was going through some acting stuff. Anyway, so I thought it would be fun to involve Miss Alexandria, and I did a very comical poem which people saw and they loved. They thought it was hilarious. So I guess she responded back to something with my birthday numbers and two different other things, and then she matched a headshot that I did with the red light. It's under the comment section on This is Dedicated to You, and then like the light in the background, which of course means something else to them, which is terrible, and they're trying to accuse me of doing that. I don't do that, they do. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. But they are like kindergarten, like doodling things on my artwork, and they're trying to accuse me of what they're doing. It's terrible. Why? And they're stealing my stuff, and they don't want to email me. So it's like, if they can't kill me, they're trying to humiliate me. Okay, why? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Or then let's work this out. No, we don't want to. We just want to keep stealing from you and then try to humiliate you. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, why would you do that? It's not America. These aren't American values that I'm dealing with. Anyway, so Miss Alexandria, so the 12:12, I looked that up. It means clear and evident. 12:12 meaning Hebrew Greek. It's Greek. It means evident. And so that, I'm assuming she did that. You'd have to ask her, or if she emails me or we meet for coffee, she could tell me about it. But then it also matches the 1 Timothy 2:12 from the Melissa Villasenor. I think Melissa Villasenor is retarded. It's a slightly comical piece that I did about Melissa, because I was like, oh, you guys are copying my work. Why are you doing that? And I 110% found out that they are. So that's what those numbers. So there's my birthday numbers. It's the Spider-Man birthday numbers that match. Alexandria copied my birthday numbers twice. It's the 12:12 meaning Hebrew Greek. I'm assuming they did that because it's the 25:25 meanings love from sitting behind my desk, so they would assume that I would know that, and I looked that up, and then the picture matches. This is dedicated to you. Okay, and then I wrote a nice poem for Alexandria. I really do hope she likes it. I wrote a nice poem for her that I was inspired to write about her. Of course, they're going to run with it and steal it and not give me any type of credit or compensation for anything that I'm doing. They're just going to clothe her with my stuff and then hope that I die, which is really un-American. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, why would you do that to somebody, anybody? It's like they're not nice people that are in charge and in power right now. They're very bad people. I mean, they are. There's not nice people in America. It's a demonic, carnal-based mentality, not operating off of spiritual principles. Anyway, so I really do hope she likes the poem. Those were the numbers. So those are all the numbers that I listed. That's why I listed the numbers. This new video of A.O.C was terrifying, so I'm assuming that they were thinking that that I was going to potentially do a video that would make myself look bad. You know, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of maintaining even keel, considering the position that they have me in, robbing all of my stuff. So the 25:25 meaning is from sitting behind a desk. It means love. You should see that. And then, the Christmas tree from New York is from my hometown of Elkton, Maryland. And then afterwards, there's been people witnessing my work. I mean, you could look at the comment section on sitting behind a desk, both volumes. And there's more. There's newspapers, magazines, Los Angeles, New York, that are literally, I can tell, they're literally witnessing my work. And for some reason, they don't want to give me any credit or compensation or let people know that I exist. I exist. Go look on my IMDb page, right? And they're literally stealing millions of dollars worth of my work. and they don't want it because they're doodling things on my work and they think that I am. I'm not. That's not what I'm about. I'm an artist. So there's another thing I wanted to do real quick. I have a list of things that I want to talk about, and thank you for bearing with me here. Go get yourself a cup of coffee. It's 10 minutes. I'm going to try to keep this at 20 minutes. But homework assignment for anybody in Washington, D.C., New York City, or Los Angeles. Go to the local market or the Chuck E. Cheese and find a toy car situation and then try to fit yourself in it, right? And then have your spouse or kid or friend take a picture of you and email it to me. My email address is on my Facebook page, IMDb page, YouTube page. Email it to me. I want to see how you fit in that car. They're micro-managing my photographs to see if I have hidden meaning in my photographs. There's no hidden meaning in any of my photographs. I see something outside, take a picture of it. I am a trained photographer. That was my very first thing that I studied in school, was photography. I base my work off of design, line, composition, elements that I see. There's no hidden meaning in any of my photographs. They try to find hidden meaning in my photographs. They steal those photographs, and then they put images in their representations of my photographs so they can accuse me with it. Once I say, hey, are you guys stealing my work? It's a dirty, dirty, dirty game, and Hollywood is literally trying to chew me up and spit me out. Just go look at my IMDb page. I have 317 photographs. They literally match up. Okay, so here you go. This is one of the parts of it. All right, so people at home, right, this is what you can do to help me out. Click on the videos on YouTube. Just click on it. You don't even have to watch it. Just click on it. Watch them when you can. Click on my photos on my IMDb page. It'll show the people who are trying to steal my materials that you're watching my stuff. So how to explain this to your friends? Because eventually, if I can just do this long enough, they're eventually going to have to like pay me or offer me a job or be like, yeah, that guy exists, and we're actually literally trying to kill that guy, or we're trying to make his world be in such a way that he wants to not be alive anymore. Which, no, I believe in God, and no, I'm going to work through this. It's just, and hopefully expose the people who have been stealing my content 110%. Taylor Swift is a billionaire because of me. She's utilized my content in at least 4 of her music videos, at least. So, anyway, all right. So what you can do, there's photographs, and the easiest one is from Look What You Made Me Do, which is a line from a Jay-Z music video, and she literally stole my published story that I wrote. Just read the story. You know what I mean? It's like there's a multi-dimensional inner space that this guy gets pulled into, where he free falls into this outer space like area, and he tumbles into a driver's seat of a moving car, and he notices the car is mid-barrel roll spiraling. Right? They think I did this from like a true story. You know what I mean? It's like parts of it were inspired by real life scenarios, but it's just like journal entries, imaginings that I have. But like the car mid-barrel roll spiraling, I completely made that up. You know what I mean? It's like with the George Clooney bit, that's completely made up. It's a fictional story, right? It's kind of like part of what I like to do is with my work is like it's like a imaginative realism. I describe that in my photographs. I try to find something real and I clothe it with like something imagination-wise, and it makes it very interesting and impinging. That's the type of work that I like to do, and they like it too. That's why they've been stealing it. That's why they've been stealing my work, right? And they're trying to find everything that I write. They're like, did that really happen to that guy? So we can get him on something. No, it didn't. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. George Clooney. I didn't talk to George Clooney yet. You know what I mean? So, and I was basing it off of the hero's journey. There's a worksheet on my Facebook page. Full Circle. That was the name of the plot. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. There's more notes that I have on that about my creative process, but it's like, I am a writer. Look at my desk. I write all the time. They literally want to steal my materials, and they're trying to find a way to continue to steal my materials. I'm involved in a demonic plot right now for them stealing my materials. Go look on my Facebook page. Go look on my IMDb page. Anyway, and there's people that are involved who are powerful people, and they're picking on somebody who's like grew up middle class. I went to a public high school, a community college, and I've worked for everything that I have. And they're literally picking on me. They're putting the full weight, and it's like all the world's sins are on my shoulders. Why? Because they want my stuff, and they're using my stuff. They're allowed to use my stuff. I'm not allowed to use my stuff. Apparently, for some reason, it's retarded and demonic and stupid, and it needs to stop. And if they want to take me to court for something, then let's do it. Because eventually, afterwards, I'm going to get out, and I'm going to get a book deal, and I'm going to be successful with my work. You You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. So, and they don't want to do that because they want to keep stealing my stuff, and it would shine a light on what they're doing. Anyway, so the Taylor Swift thing, look what you made me do, is I didn't make her do anything. You know what I mean? So look at the photographs, and I posted them. It says, from sitting behind a desk. There's pictures that literally match up, like colors, words, phrases, titles, names, numbers. It's literally like, that's that same image. It's the exact same image. A layman, a normal person will be like, yeah, I see the similarities. Then actual people in the business would say, that's what that is, 110%, they matched it. So you can look, and underneath that one, there's like two pictures, one photograph that I took of a church. Taylor Swift literally matched it. It's her hair, it's the color, it's the gold, it's the necklace. It's her hair literally looks like the tassel in the woman's headdress that she's wearing. The sun is behind her head, right? The next one is an image of the woman crossing her legs. I literally just found that woman on the street. I asked her to take a photograph. There's no hidden meaning, at least in my mind, about what I saw. A beautiful woman, and I asked if I could take her picture. She said yes. I took her picture, and it's an amazing photograph. It's a museum quality photograph. I am a talented guy. Taylor Swift matched it. So if you're looking at that image with, it says exact match, copyright image, Taylor Swift, among others, copied, stolen, Justin Alvarez IMDb page. The next one is from Taylor Swift's music video. She exactly matched it, legs across the exact same way. She literally matched my published story and copyright and photographs, stealing my work. I mean, unless she's doing something else, then she should tell me, but she's not. And I'm looking around at my life, and I'm like, no, they're trying to kill me. I mean, they're literally trying to destroy me. Otherwise, I would have some type of a job, and I would like not be in the situation I would be in. And why are these people doing this to me? Because they just want to steal my stuff. And then they're like, it's narcissistic. They're in positions of power, and they're picking on me, someone who grew up middle class, went to a community college, worked for everything that I have, took photographs, hard worker, and they want to steal it. He's not responsible enough to have it because we think it means something else. It doesn't. It means it to you because you guys are carnal minded. I operate with spiritual principles. I write with a pen and paper and my talent, right? That's not what you guys think, right? Because I can see what you're putting in the images, right? Okay. And that's another reason why they probably don't want to expose it to a larger audience, because I'm like, no, what is that right there? And they don't want to tell people that that's what they're doing. Anyway, it's demonic. Yeah, I mean, they're literally stealing off. They're like leeches. They're stealing off of people, and then they're trying to destroy them, which is exactly, they're literally trying to chew me up and spit me out right now. That's exactly what they're doing. Anyway, so, and intimidating, blackmailing, Ryan Reynolds. It's just kind of like, I write something, they think it means something, they give it to an actor to write. There's a dozen people that I can point to. I'm like, no, you're stealing my stuff. You think that I'm going to shy away from that? No, I'm not going to shy away from it. If you want me to take the court about something that I wrote or something that you guys think that I did, no, you guys are wrong and you're liars. And it's kind of like, let's let 12 normal Americans look at it and let's see what they have to say about it. I'm 110% sure Justin M. Alvarez is going to win that 10 out of 10 times. Let's let normal American citizens look at it. What are the intentions behind it? No, you guys are liars. You guys are trying to steal my stuff. You are stealing my stuff, and I'm in a life and death survival situation. All right. Anyway, so I mentioned that. So if you're showing your friends the stuff, just say that picture match up 110%. And then there's some people that have come into my life recently, like, yeah, well, and they've been playing devil's advocate a little bit. You're like, yeah, well, maybe this or maybe that. I'm like, that's fine if one person does it. That's fine if like Taylor Swift is like the only person, but then it's like Cecily Strong, it's Melissa Villaseñor, right? It's Natasha Lyonne. Matched my 3 short films that I did at the Beverly Hills Playhouse, copywritten photographs. You know what I mean? It's like provable, image for image match. So just one person, it's like, oh, well, maybe it's a coincidence, maybe it's that, fine. If it's like a half a dozen people and I have a list of 12 movies that they're copying, it's like, no, it's undeniable. And even if you haven't heard about it before, I've never heard about it before, and they wish that I would have already been dead by now, and that's why they're trying to humiliate me, because they don't want me to be successful, right? Because it's like I've surpassed the carnal mindset that they want Americans to believe, right? And it's like I'm operating on a different frequency, right? And it's like they don't want somebody like this to exist because it's harder to control them, right? Okay, that's my theory anyway. So it's like they're stealing my stuff. It doesn't matter what I think. Look at my pictures. Right? It doesn't matter what I think. It's kind of like they're stealing my stuff. The money that I should be making for my work, they're giving it to other people. Because they're like, we don't want that guy to have that for some reason, right? Because they're doodling things on my work. And like, we only want certain type of people to be able to work in this country. Right? So it's automatically illegal what they're doing. It's unconstitutional what they're doing. Right? No. life, liberty, pursuit of happiness type stuff, right? It's kind of like, no, you guys are stealing from me. That's why or we're going to try to humiliate you and to get you to shy away from us stealing from you, right? And there's I can point to a dozen of them, a dozen movies that are doing. So just look at the photographs. I'm already at 20 minutes. Jesus. So anyway, I'm gonna have to quicken this up. I'm on a roll here, and okay. The new video of A.O.C. is terrifying. Charlie hurt, which means see ha r lie hurt. He's hurt because he sees ha r lie. This new video of A.O.C. is terrifying. Charlie hurt, right? And they're talking about this video that I'm probably making right now, right? It's because I'm like on a roll, being upset that they're stealing from me. I said that in Sitting Behind the Desk, the second one. I'm like, I have to say it in a certain way that they're stealing from me because it's a character thing, and I've already proved that right there. AOC's already proven it. She's whispering, channels her inner body, whispering her message. It's my birthday numbers. It's the second time that they did that. What a coincidence, you know what I mean? It's like 12:12, meaning Hebrew Greek. Oh, it actually means clear and evident. What a coincidence. You know what I mean? It's not. And it matches up with 1 Timothy 2:12. 2 12s. You know what I mean? It's like, so even if you never heard about this before, I haven't either, right? It's brand new, right? So it's kind of like I'm just the first person. It says it on Captain America. It says new evidence. It says it up on the wall when the guy runs out into Times Square. It says it up on the walls. It says new advanced evidence that they're stealing from people, right? And then they chew them up and spit them out, right? And then they try to accuse them of things. And they try to literally steal people's souls. I mean, that's what I'm up against right now. So, anyway, I'm going to try to shift gears here because this next thing, so I went through all the numbers, okay, and the next thing I wrote is, I was like, AOC and I should be friends, at the least, you know what I mean? Or she should hire me because I'm a talented guy, and they're already stealing my stuff. So it's kind of like, I literally come up with ideas every day. They literally steal my work. Look at my desk when I was at the photographs of the desk that I posted. I work every day. I'm writing, taking down notes, coming up with ideas. There's time periods in my life where I do museum quality photographs. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'm a talented guy. So, and they're literally stealing my work, and they don't want me to have any part of it, right? Because they're conning me. I'm literally actively involved in a con right now for my materials, and they're either trying to take my life. Literally, there's been 1 assassination attempt and 3 kidnapping attempts, and they're literally trying to like starve me. That's what they're trying to do, right? 100%. I mean, it's kind of like, so I think we should be friends. I mean, then why is she trying to get my attention, or is she trying to get me caught up with something? Why? Something that I wrote? And it's kind of like, people write things. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'm a talented guy. I'm a sober guy, right? So it's kind of like, what is she trying to contact me for? And I said, anyway, okay, so I wrote, this is for Miss Alexandria, and a quick note that I've actually met my congressman when I was in high school in Maryland. Here we go. I wrote, I hope she likes the poem. The first one was comical. Whether or not she's going to email me, who knows? She should. And then I wrote, and she was sitting behind her desk on Google. I don't know if it was her Instagram, but there's a puppy dog taking a nap, because I literally said, and there's one of AOC with a puppy dog taking a nap, and there's literally a puppy dog taking a nap in AOC's office. She posted that after I said my sitting behind the desk thing. It's provable. I mean, it's kind of like, watch Sitting Behind a Desk, go to AOC's Google page, there's a puppy dog taking a nap, and AOC's sitting behind a desk. Those American public servants should be able to email people, especially if they're watching my pages, right? There's a puppy dog taking a nap. Okay, Alexandria, email me, please, and I hope you like the poem. And then please don't tease me with puppy dogs, Alexandria, Congresswoman from the state of New York. And that's a joke, right? It's kind of like, don't tease me with puppy dogs, Alexandria. You know my weakness is for puppy dogs, and I'm saying that in a comical way. I'm an actor. Okay, calm down. Don't tease me with puppy dogs, Alexandria. She's probably married. I said that in my Sitting Behind a Desk volume 2, but it's just like, well, what are you doing? Then contact me then. What are you doing? Is either you're stealing my stuff, or you're trying to like get me in trouble for something. Let's get it all out in the open. Let's get it over with. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, what are you guys doing? No, we just want to hope that you die. I mean, that's what they're trying to do to me. They're like, no, we just hope that you die. We want to humiliate you, and then we want to hope that you die. Prove me wrong. Anyway, so I said, if AOC, she should hire me, right? I would literally write and propose ideas all day long, take museum quality photographs, and be like, oh, here you go, Alexandria. I wrote all this stuff, and I read a joke, and I made you a sandwich. Here, there you go, right? So it's just like, and I would make Miss Alexandria a sandwich. Now pay me money, and I'll write more stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, and we're practically the same person, A.O.C. and I. I read some of her stuff where she started out with her work. It's kind of like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, and of course I did it first. Everything that happens, these public people, and I start showing stuff, look at the dates. When I do something, look what Spider-Man does it. Spider-Man's literally copying. There's 4 different things from Spider-Man, exact match images that they're matching from things that I've done. And I've already proved it. Just look at the dates, right? It's kind of like, I do something, Spider-Man copies it. All right. So, and you should email me. Email me anytime, Alexandria, A.O.C. Because, and also, I have a proposal to my friends in, I want to call it the Eagle's Nest. It's my affectionate title for my new friends in D.C. There's a town hall, there's a filmmaking project that I want to do. It's a town hall type of a situation, so that people can actually contact people, American citizens, if they need to be contacted, right? But it's a filmmaking project that I have an idea for. It's a town hall series. I'm affectionately titling it A Work Proposal for Eagle's Nest. This is my new friends in D.C., okay? I'll continue to finish working on that. Get somebody like the Duffer Brothers to film it. They owe me one. And then it's a filmmaking, poetic in nature, town hall style endeavor with tangible real world results, right? It's kind of like, because they're like kind of out somewhere else, they're not actually on ground level to be actually able to do anything in a real positive way, like send somebody an email, but they'll do something for Fox News and MSNBC and contact with you from that way, but they're not actually able to send you an email. All right, anyway, so that idea came from, I got to keep this under 30 minutes, 2 cups of coffee, geez. That idea came from when I was in high school. I went to 2 leadership workshops. I went to the Maryland leadership workshops when I was in high school in St. Mary's, Maryland, and like leadership seminars, delegating responsibilities, leadership games. There was another one I did, the National Young Leadership Conference. It was in Washington, D.C. I was in high school. People from all over the country paid money for like a weekend seminar. It was like a week-long seminar. And there was like facilitators and stuff, and they helped all of us high school kids. And one of the challenges was, if you can meet your congressman, meet your congressman. So I was like, yeah, why not? So I grabbed a couple of the students, and we found my congressman's office. It's Congressman Gilchrist. It was a long time ago. And anyway, I walked into his office. I said, is Congressman Gilchrist here? I told him where I was. I was like, I'm in high school. I'm at the National Young Leaders Conference. Suggested we try to meet our congressman if we can. They said, oh, great. Yeah, no, he's at lunch right now. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's too bad. So then me and the other students walked down the hall, and we saw someone that looked like Congressman Gilchrist walk by us. So I was like, I think that's him. Well, I got nervous, right? And so I was like, well, let's go. We got to go meet him. So I walked into his office, and I introduced myself, and he's like, oh, yeah, hello. And he was like the most generous man ever. Such a nice gentleman, a sweet guy. And I told him about something that was going on in my county, and I said, in one of his, in his state, and I said, well, maybe next time you're in that area, you could swing by there and check it out. I'm sure your presence would be appreciated. And then he said, well, yeah, I'd love to. That's a great idea, but I'll only go if you go with me. And it startled me how generous he was, because at the time I was in high school, and he's a congressman, and he was very like, yeah, I'll go, but I want you to go with me. And I was shocked almost. So and I was just sort of at the age that the timing didn't really work out, but I remember the exchange, and I have a photograph with him, and shaking his hand, and we both have big smiles on our faces, and it's a great memory of mine. But it was very inspiring. So basically, Congress owes me one, is basically what I'm saying. So that's the idea for the Eagle's Nest thing. It's just basically like a town hall series of encounters, filming it. I could make it sort of like a poetic thing. Well, I'm just trying to get hired, basically what I'm trying to do. And there's multiple entities that are aware of what's happening to me, that they're utilizing my materials. And I guess it's either that they want to try to get me for something, or they want to try to like try to laugh me out of the country or something. I don't quite know what they're doing, and I don't know why they're doing it, because I've worked for everything that I have, and they're just trying to, like, it's not an American thing that they're doing to me. I mean, it's not. 110%, it's not American. It's an un-American situation that I'm in right now, and I'm just trying to get hired. So the Stephen Colbert work proposal is still valid, and I don't know if I made that clear or not, but it's practically for free. You know what I mean? I didn't mention a monetary sum. It's like daily per diem, a place to shower, a place to sleep, access to craft service. I don't even need a desk because I'm going to be at church, writing, praying, meditating. I'm being delivered from the Jezebels and Rasakas that have attached themselves to me and my divine work, right? This is the women who are attaching themselves to my work, utilizing it for their sorcerous ways, and they're trying to get me killed in the process, right? Or humiliated to the point where it's kind of like, what are you guys doing that for? You know what I mean? It's like, why are you doing that? I don't get it. Because we need a Mark, George DeMarco, to mark, and then we need to write stories about that guy, and we need somebody to be able to rob, right? Because that's just how America works. I didn't know that. Now I do. Now you do too, right? And all the proof is up there. It's like they're literally copying my stuff, and it's either they're trying to, like, kill me, or they're trying to make it so I'm not able to pursue my goals of being a creator, writer, photographer. It's like, no, we want your stuff. You're not allowed to use your stuff, and then we want you dead. You know, it's kind of like, why? Then let's get it over with. You know what I mean? My answer is I'm taking it to court, because I know what you guys do to 17-year-old kids, right? I'm taking it to court, and I've already proven that, right? Anybody who knows my story, right? It's kind of like, no. I know what they do to 17-year-old kids, and my answer is I'm taking it to court, because all the evidence is already up there. Spider-Man, that box, that guy that they're trying to steal, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, it's my computer, because they're literally doing things with my computer. There's images from the Culver Hotel that I have on my computer that they literally, in the background, there's daylight, there's literally, if I take a picture about something, it's like there's something in the background, the background's clear, and then on another image, there's something on the wall in the background. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And then I email it to myself. They literally, from the other side of the computer, there's no way for me to do that from iPhoto. I studied Photoshop in college. I'm a Photoshop whiz. There's no way for me to do that, what they did. But there's literally one image is clean, and the next image is like this, right? And then they did something with Russian doll with it, because they're trying to, like, steal my materials and try to accuse me of what they're doing. No, that's not. No. I write with my pen and a piece of paper. I operate on spiritual principles. I'm not carnal-minded like they are. I'm not in kindergarten in my brain, right? I'm, like, beyond that. They're in kindergarten, and they put something on my images, and I email it to myself, and I will eventually post that, God willing. But I don't have to. Just hire me. I just want to get a job. What they're doing to me is I'm looking at what my works are literally being used by, like, the job that I wanted since I was in high school. Provable. I have pictures of me in plays from high school and college, and then comp cards, actor, model cards from college, all the way up till within the last year or so of me wanting to be an actor, getting paid for my work. And I have been paid for my work. I can almost consider a professional actor. I'm paid for my work. Walked onto multiple sets as a principal actor. I worked with Michael Keaton, just Michael Keaton and I, in a scene together. You know what I mean? It's like the lead guy from The Resident. We sat across from each other and had lunch together after we shot our scene where I was on The Resident. Nashville. You know what I mean? That was... And then there's when I was first in Los Angeles. I was on set every single day. Featured on Ugly Betty. Speaking role in CSI Miami. I'm a noticeable actor in television shows and movies. I need to be compensated for my work. That's what it is. So anyway, let me just say this briefly because I wrote it down. So I went over the work proposal. I should get hired. I mean, there's think tanks in D.C. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, hire me. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you obviously see what my work is, because it's like they're all stealing it. Go watch a movie. It's like they base it off of my content, right? Should we hire Justin? Well, we don't know. What's he like? Go turn on the TV. It's either if I'm not in it, it's because they're stealing a photograph or a short film in it. once I do something, I forget about it. The Beverly Hills Playhouse short films that I did at the Beverly Hills Playhouse, those films, once I did it, I forgot about them. If I do something right, I forget about it. The only reason why I reposted it is because Natasha Lyonne told me it's at least worth a Netflix series, right? And literally, copyrighted images and my copyrighted published short films Natasha Lyonne utilized to make Russian Doll. Image for image match. That's what it is, right? I forgot about them until Natasha Lyonne told me it's at least worth a Netflix series. Taylor Swift with my Into the Blackness, I and the Father Are One. My story that I had published and I won an award for. They're upset about every single thing about that. They're upset about. They shouldn't be. You know what I mean? It's kind of like they stole it, right? You know what I mean? But we just don't want you to have it. We want to have it, and it's kind of like, no, I won an award. It's an amazing story. Read the story. Car, barrel roll spiraling. Oh, we think that you mean something else. No, I don't. I'm not. Anyway, I forgot about it once it was published. Once I got in front of the audience and recited it and was like applauded, won an award for it, I forgot about it until Taylor Swift told me that it's at least worth going on her next world tour and doing a museum quality photo book of her next tour, right? They don't want to do that because like, we just want to steal your stuff. Why are we going to pay you for stuff when we can just steal it? You know what I mean? It's like, so eventually what's going to need to happen is, hopefully I can survive long enough, right? So it's just like the American people or other people are going to be like, stop stealing that guy's stuff until it's completely obvious where they're like, no, you're stealing that guy's stuff. Stop doing it. Give that guy a job. Right? Give him a paycheck. Stop stealing that guy's stuff. What are you stealing his stuff for? Stop doodling on his stuff. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, stop doing that. It's retarded. I've worked for every single thing that I have, and I'm literally getting conned out of my work. Okay. So I went over the proposal for Eagle's Nest. I think it's a great idea. You should be able to hire me, right? A.O.C., hire me. Or tell me what you're doing that stuff for. Are you just trying to, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't quite understand. What are you picking on somebody who's not established yet? Go pick on somebody else. Go pick on Ryan Reynolds, right? The guy who's married and has $1 billion in the bank. Pick on that guy. Well, it's not as fun because we couldn't potentially destroy his life like we want to destroy your life. Why do you want to destroy my life? Because you don't like the same things that we like. It's America. Well, no, it's not. You know, that's why they don't want to make any of this public, because it's like, as soon as you like inspect it at all with a rational brain, you're like, they're retarded. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like they're 110% doing illegal things. 110%. Why did you go after that guy from his 3 short films? Well, we didn't like what he was saying. He's an actor. Everybody was acting. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, they're like Saturday Night Live. Yeah, but it wasn't Saturday Night Live, so we don't know what to do with it. And he's like next level talented, and we want to destroy him. Instead of hiring him. Or being like, hey man, you know what? You use some pretty serious language in that. We see that you've done a lot of plays and movies already. Why don't, and we, obviously you want to be successful, right? Yeah, I want to be successful. So just maybe tone the language down the next time, or like, that's fine. Obviously, everyone laughed at your class. The teacher congratulated you, complimented you. Maybe just don't make it public, because some people would feel a certain way about it. Yeah, you got it, because I want to be successful. And it was an adventure that I took. It's not who I am as a person. It was work that I did. I was fighting zombies in one of my movies that I was doing. That's not actually who I am, right? It's kind of like, why do I have to re-explaining what the wheel is to people? I didn't invent the wheel. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, we just want to if you boil it down, it's like, we just want to steal your stuff. That's what it is. We don't want you to have your stuff. You clearly have stuff. We want it. And then, we've never heard of an actor before. You know what I mean? Tom Cruise, Interview with a Vampire. Get him! He's a vampire! No, he's not. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, Tom Cruise isn't a vampire. Right? Is he? I don't know. I mean, they do. They what was that called? Like the spirit eating, right? Lady Gaga and them are eating that from that guy in the pool of blood. I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's kind of like spirit cooking. Gang stalking, right? All these words that I've heard. 110% true, right? It's kind of, they try to kill people, you know, and it's kind of like, and then they accuse them of, if they can't accuse them of things, they're going to say, oh, he's this or he's that, or like, oh, all these theories that he's having or this. No, go look at my page. You know what I mean? It's like there's proof up there, 110% proof. It's like if we can't accuse him, we're gonna try to what's that called? We're gonna try to discredit him, which they've already tried to do. That doesn't work. So now they're on trying to humiliate me because I'm looking at the pages and they've moved on from trying to kill, trying to kidnap, trying to kill, trying to discredit, right? Because I'm like a sober, under my own recognizance, intellectual person who's still operating really well under the conditions that I'm operating under. Now they're trying to humiliate. So it's a checklist. And then if I survive that and continue to put us in, they're like, well, yeah, we're bad people. I mean, they're eventually, no, we're just really bad people. We're stealing your stuff. So it's kind of like, watch my stuff. That's the first thing. You just get educated. Because just a handful of people either reposting my stuff or like eventually it could potentially be making a phone call or like screenshotting some of my materials, right? Because they wanted to make it that I don't exist. I exist, right? There's proof. It's provable, right? There's work that can be done. They don't want to pay me. They're trying to either kill me, discredit me, or humiliate me, and they're doing a really good job of it. It's like nationally recognized people. So, anyway, that's what I have. Look up those numbers. They all match. Who knows why she's doing it? I hope it's for positive reasons. Yeah, because we like your work and we want to hire you. That's what it should be. If it was America, they say, we want to offer you a job. Your materials have clearly been utilized. We don't want you to be killed human sacrifice style. You know what I mean? It's like, we don't want to try to take away your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. They are, right? Why? Because we want your stuff. We don't want you to have it because we're trying to do terrible, evil things with your stuff. Right? That's what they're doing. And we don't want you to have your stuff. We don't know where your energy is coming from. We don't know why you're so dedicated to your craft. We don't understand what this industriousness is all about. We don't know what faith in God is. We don't know what hard work is. Because we just literally steal people's stuff and then we make fun of them about it. Look, ha 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 ha, we stole your stuff and now we're humiliating you because we stole your stuff. Anyway, so that's what I have. It's literally 40 minutes. This is a long cup of coffee break, you know what I mean? And what they're trying to do is I'm like a nice guy. I'm a funny guy. They're trying to take that away from me because of what they're doing to me. I'm trying to establish that I'm an actor. I'm working triple time. I'm trying to establish that I'm an actor. I have to prove that they're stealing my stuff. I have to still try to be likable, right? Because then who would like somebody? It's like, oh, this new video of Charlie Hurt is terrifying. No, we can't hire that guy. You know what I mean? Kill him and then steal his stuff. You know what I mean? So Fox News, shame on you if that's what that meant. Was that Fox News? This new video of A.O.C. is terrifying Charlie Hurt. Yeah. So, and it's C-ha-R-lie. That's what it is. They're like, oh, we never heard about it, Justin. They have. So just listen to what I'm saying because eventually you'll start picking up on what they do things with the words. They do things with the images. The words mean multiple meanings. Just clock it. Just write it down that I said that. And then eventually you'll start seeing that things are starting to line up. Because it's like, oh, we've never heard of that before, Justin. Because I'm a normal American guy, right? And I'm not trying to con anybody, rob anybody. So it's just like, just clock it, right? Just look at it. And then eventually it's like, no, it's Cecily Strong. It's this person. It's that person. All right, that's my time. They are... that's all the time that I have. I'm going to continue posting stuff, guys. Thanks so much for watching my stuff. I'll do more comments on here. Thanks for watching. Bye.